Rather than that, she has distilled that work, distilled that memoir, and distilled that life into this volume that we have here today in our hands. This is the pure drop.
And I know that at this time, so what is exile? And I think exile comes in many shapes and forms. And many people on this earth are or feel exiled at this time, and maybe have always been. For me it means that there's no sense of belonging, that we have cut off ourselves, that we're separated, torn, lost, and disconnected. And this can either be in an outer way by being disconnected from your country, or inside, disconnected from yourself. So inner and outer, forced or voluntary. My personal exile was a voluntary one. I was born at the end of the Second World War in Germany. I grew up in post-war Germany. And it was a time when young people rebelled against what they found there, the whole Nazi past. And people had forgotten to grieve, and it was a country torn apart. People were mistrusting of one another. There was a lot of mistrust, guilt hanging in the air, and I rejected that country.
The other day I read that former Nazis were dying out, and with them a gruesome part of German history. Hardly any witnesses were left, it said. How true is that, I thought to myself, because I tell you, the story remains on the tips of our tongues, the soles of our feet, in every cell of our body for generations to come. So deep runs our shame. So tief ist unsere Schuld, so tief ist unsere Scham. Mine is the story of a woman born in Germany who never grieved, but carried the historical burden with her around the world, hoping to rid herself of the unbearable shame, turning her back on the country of her origin in a desperate effort to find life beyond guilt elsewhere. But this story must not remain on the tips of our tongues, the soles of our feet, in every cell of our body, for generations to come. I've tried to run from suburb to city to mountains and sea, from father and mother to husband, son and daughter. I hold memories of passing moments like clouds, dissolving, shrinking, fading, losing their color like used garments, all turning to sand, running through my fingers. I hold nothing. I hold nothing. My hands are empty. I'm left with just myself. There is no outer place to run to. There is no outer place to run to. All roads return to me. All roads return to me. I too am an emigrant, and I still don't know if I shall be forever lost or found. Still wondering, where do I, where do you, do any of us belong? Disconnected, heavily defended. I hear the music play, but don't take time to listen. See war scenes on TV, but don't take them in. Judge and blame others. I hurt the people closest to me. Disconnected, heavily defended. My eyes are staring into space. Truth is not grasped. Beauty remains unseen. I rush from one thing to the next. Life is just a word. Ich war der Ton, ich war das Lied, ich war das Wort, ich war die Palette aller Farben, ich war der Himmel, der Wind, der Ozean, der neue Morgen und die einkehrende Nacht. Ich war in allem und alles war in mir, bis ich vergaß. Fremd irre ich durch eine unverständliche Welt. But that's only a dream. So owning the exile has enabled me to make a choice. And any moment in my life I can return home. I can take a deep breath when I feel it coming and just come home inside where it truly is. Who was I before I forgot your face? Who was I before I forgot your name? Who was I before? Who was I before I forgot your face? Who was I before I forgot your name? Who was I before?
Mother's face, my father's face, my brother's face, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and Brother Wind. Who are you?
Mother Earth, Father Sky, Brother Wind, return to me.
Mother's Earth and a Father Sky, a Brother Wind, return to me. Who are you? Who
Pure sound, come back to me.
So I can be.
So I can be
Who I was before I forgot your name.
before I forgot your name.
The old, the end, the old, the end, the old, the end, the